Lickety. Good day, my beautiful people. We're back up in this house once again with another video on MoonByul. And the first full album listen for Dark Side of the Moon. Y'all know I loved Eclipse so much. It's so good. It was so good. Like, if you want to watch that reaction video that we did on Eclipse and on the music video on Eclipse, I will leave that video down in the description box so you can go and check it out if you wish. But today we're doing a first listen to Dark Side of the Moon. I'm excited. I have pre-ordered the album, so I'm waiting for that to arrive in the mail. So hopefully that will be within a couple of days, and so on. So when that happens, we will do a little unboxing, and see what is what. And I'm just super happy that I can, add this album to my music collection. So let's get it. Let's watch it. Let's listen to it. More like not watch it. So let's talk music. Let's have a great time. Let's get it. First track, Eclipse. Yes. Yes. Those octaves within the vocals are killer. I love it. Just the entire arrangement for this song was incredible. Right with that flashing bass, right? It's just it's awesome. Those 808s, sub bass, synth bass, a lot of gang vocals. Ooh. She's very, very percussive when it comes to rapping. I love that so much about her. But when it comes to her vocals, like singing vocals, she's very soul, very jazz. I love that about her. She's one of my favorite altos, and it's awesome. This track is amazing, and I love it. I was still listening to it even today. So I love it so much. I love it. The arrangement for it's beautiful. I love it. It's one of my favorite tracks, like one of my top played within the past few days. I love it. That's Top Time. I love the arrangement, like the live mixed with like electronic, right? A lot of harmony. We hear male vocals, which I understand from your comments is that those are her and Mamamoo's fellow company mates. That's some bass. I love it so much. I love it. We should make an English version for this. Should I make an English version for this? That would be fun. Yeah, that trap dance, right? I love it. With those sirens and 808, drums. It's awesome. Beautiful drop to kind of encore. I love this. This is my top favorites, from any group, any artist. I love this song so much. It's beautiful. And with that kind of ambiance, right? It's awesome. Okay, Mirror. She loves a very kind of airy style of arrangement. Like there are a lot of sound effects, right? A lot of like percussive sound effects, like a lot of like lo-fi style of sound effects. Right. Because there's like a percussion, kind of like a sweep, like that. Ooh, I love this. So cool. Yo, this is so minimalistic, but I'm living for it because this is such like a chill track. Like, it's awesome. Love the harmony on this, very much so. I love her falsetto as well. We hear like a lot of 808 like hi-hats. Like, oh, that drop beat, that super minimal. Oh, y'all know I love minimalism within music. This is the epitome of minimalism, and I love it. Right? That. So it's kind of like trap mixed with lo-fi, with minimalism, with ambiance, right? For me personally, this is kind of like, well, from production and kind of arrangement point of view, this is kind of like the it song, right? Everything that I would want in a song to have. So it's beautiful. It's very, very beautiful. And I love the harmony on it. I love her vocals on this as well. So beautiful octaves within the vocals. Beautiful sub bass, kind of a synth bass. So there's a sub bass and there's like a raw style and a synth bass on top of it, doing like a little runs and riffs here and there. That was a synth bass. That's a synth bass. Three-part harmony, which kind of it's a three-part harmony that kind of went into like octaves. Yeah, that was a cool background vocal. It's great. There's like a vocal and then there's like a modulated, like pitched like vocal. So there's usually like 3 or 4 tracks within those vocals. Okay, how do you say it? Is it Ijido? Is it how you say it? I doubt, because it's like I-L-G-I, like J-I. I just thought that you spelled it. But we will hear how you say it. Ooh, I love that percussion on it. Okay, some traditional vibes. Okay, I hear your traditional vibes. It's very also chill kind of track. Okay, also pitched vocals again. Beautiful snap. Ooh. Hey. 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 That's cool. I like it. Very R&B soul. This is also one of those songs that you can just vibe to and just chill and just listen to. Ooh, okay, then percussive vocals. She's very percussive at times, but then again, she's also very, very melodic at times. Like when it comes to her rapping. It's awesome harmony. I love the vocals. Killer singer. Those those like wind chimes within percussion are awesome. I love that riff there, that tread. What is it, like a flute? Something like a wooden flute. Okay, then okay, jazz. Okay, I hear you, jazz. Okay, I hear you. I like this. I like it. That's a cool chord. Alcido. Okay. I think that's... Am I saying it right? I don't know. Alcido. Okay. I get it. Third time's the charm. Alcido. Okay. I got it. That's the charm. I'm so proud of myself. I can say it now. It's beautiful. I love this. That simple end, you know, with the vocals. Always awesome. Moon movie. This was one of my favorites within the highlight medley. I felt like this would be, you know, one of my favorites because of this, what you hear right now. Because it's just like very, very droppy, very trappy. A lot of synthesized instruments. She's very percussive within this track. You know, now we can see these kind of different sides of her. I love her. She's awesome. Okay, get it. We have like a drum riser with some synthesizer. This would sound dope with the live band. I think I said that also in the highlight medley. But I love how this sounds because it's so percussive, right? Like the drums are the key of this song. Action. I love this. She went gangsta. Like. This is cool. I like it. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. Definitely one of my favorites because it's so droppy, so synthesized, right? It's just like this is everything you want in like a good kind of hip hop style track, right? Starting off from like the vocal arrangement, like, you know, and like the flow of her rhymes. It's awesome. I love it. Like for that reason only, this is awesome. But then again, when it comes to like arrangement, right? Incredible. Love it. Kind of a simple arrangement, right? Because there's not a lot happening. You know, because mostly it's like drum based and we hear some piano, kind of like hip hop piano kind of riffs there. Hear some synthesizers, you know, to fill out the gaps. We hear some gang vocals, main vocals, right? It's all about the rhythm and the flow of her rapping here. You know, how it accompanies, you know, and how the drums accompany it, so. Hey. Okay, so this is kind of like that double riser with the drums, with the synthesizers, like I mean anti-drop. I'd love to hear this live, like I'd love to hear this live. This, I feel like this would just be like the most gangster thing, you know, like hardcore kind of hip hop kind of thing live. This is dope. This is awesome. I like this a lot. Weird Day. I love the jazz guitar on this. And I love the jazz guitar, you know, within the piano medley of this as well. So it's awesome. I love this. It's very simple, right? Because we get, you know, like bongos, style percussion. Right? And then we get that, you know, clean tone guitar. This is so simple but so good. I love it so much. And I love the feature as well. The feature is beautiful, so such a unique voice, you know. She's very, you know, comparing to MoonByul, right? She has like super, you know, a very soprano-like voice. So that contrast between the vocals, beautiful mix. I love it. I love the harmony also. Hey. This would also sound awesome live, by the way, with like a full acoustic setup. You know, acoustic drums are like a mini drum set, right? Some awesome bass, clean tone guitars, maybe some backup vocals, you know. And that's all you need. Maybe a piano there, you know, kind of vintage kind of style of analog piano. Would sound awesome. I love it. There was a beautiful kind of a little reggae kind of a drum fill. It's great. This is so vibey. This is so cool. Yo, this is so cool. I will have to re-listen to this. If you want me to do an in-depth video on a Weird Day, do definitely let me know. Or any of the songs within the track list of this album. Because I feel this album is really, really cool and really, really awesome. So, oh, I love that guitar though. Hey. Very vintage kind of feel. I love it. I love tracks like this. Love it. It sounds like a soundtrack. I love when a song sounds like a soundtrack. We have Snow, a final song from the album. I love it. I love like the video that we watched for it. I loved it a lot, and the arrangement, right, and just the vocals on it, and that, you know, simple kind of arrangement for it. Because it's not a complicated arrangement, right? There's a lot of happening, of course, within the vocals, within the harmony of this track, but like when it comes to like instruments and everything, such an awesome song. I love it. If you want to watch the full video on Snow, definitely check out the description box down below. The link's going to be there, so. Alright. I loved it. I loved it. She is definitely one of my favorites lately, because, you know, she's an awesome, you know, singer and rapper, and her skills, right? Like, I can relate to her probably the most kind of like vocal wise, because she's also an alto and I'm an alto when it comes to like vocals and singing and everything, and more kind of when it comes to genres and everything. She loves that lo-fi, she loves that minimalism, she loves that kind of a little jazz of an aspect from you know, kind of arrangement and production point of view. So I can relate to her, you know, in that kind of sense very, very much so. She also loves a very, very trappy, very hip-hop, you know, style beat and everything. And I can also relate to that, you know, in some kind of way, because, you know, of me making, you know, arrangements and making these kind of very, you know, synthesized style of beat, you know, arrangements that we have, you know, that all of you have seen, you know, on my channel, right, and everything. So in that kind of sense, I can relate to her very, very much so, and I can see, you know, that vision and kind of like that story where she was kind of sound-wise going, you know, with. And I love that, you know. I feel like this album, you know, is very, very authentic, you know. It's very her, and it's beautiful, right? Because we get, you know, that mix between that kind of very, you know, trappy, very, you know, hip-hop, very, like, gangsta, right? Kind of, you know, kind of side of her. And then, you know, we get, you know, that kind of a dark, more mysterious side of her, and then we get, you know, this kind of more softer side of her, right? More of a sweeter side of her, which is awesome, right? And, you know, and I feel like this album includes at least one or two tracks, you know, that everyone will, you know, enjoy, and there's definitely a track for anybody, you know, within this album, right? And it doesn't really matter, right, that she's singing, you know, in another language, you know, anything like that, because I feel like when you know what is great, you just know, no matter what kind of language you sing in it. So I feel like this is definitely one of those cases, and I love, you know, and I just love this album very, very much. So as y'all know, I also pre-ordered Dark Side of the Moon, so we will check it out when it arrives in the mail. So, but definitely this is an A+ of an album. So definitely, if you haven't checked it out, definitely do. If you haven't listen to it, definitely do. Like, what are you doing here? Go listen to it. It's a album worth the time, you know. So definitely check it out if you haven't. And I loved it. I definitely do. There's so much I can take away from this album, right? Like music-wise, arrangement-wise, production-wise, and this is definitely an album that I will be returning to and just, you know, picking more details of. So if there is a specific song that you want me to talk to you more about in depth, definitely let me know in the comments down below. Or if there's a bass video that you want me to do, definitely do let me know. Or maybe we should make like an English version of Eclipse. That would be kind of cool. I'm not that good of a rapper. I can try, but you know, always something new. Always gotta be creative. This album definitely is making me creative. So, but I will leave you to that. Always remember to be good, be kind, rock and roll. I will see you all very, very soon with a new video. Cheers!